Hello, sewing friends. Oh, I see there's a couple people in here. I pressed the wrong button and locked myself out and had to go in again. Hi, Sue. How are you? I am in the den again with Manny behind me. I had to move him a little bit. So, what has everyone been up to? Sue says she's good. I'm good. I kind of overdid it this week and my leg has been really sore. So I am paying for that. So I haven't done a little bit of sewing this week. My quilt is all ready to go that I showed you in the video this week. And my bat arrived today. I got my fabric order. I got my bat so I can start quilting, and I shouldn't have moved it. I can't move it back. Sue has been working on pillow covers this week. Are you making quilted ones or patchwork or just like plain covers? There's like a million different ways you can make pillows or pillow covers. Envelope closed, zippers. There is so many different ways to make them. Plain covers to cover my ratty ones. You gotta stop having pillow fights. No more pillow fights wrecking the toss cushions. So, how many people are going to be buying the Diane von Furstenberg wrap dress from Vogue is what I want to know. Hi, what a beautiful... Oh, hello, Edna. She's saying, what a beautiful day it was. Hope your leg feels better soon. Yes, I think it's going to take another 2 months before I am back to normal. Well, I guess I'm always going to have a limp, but hopefully it's better soon. Sue says so true. No more pillow fights. Hi, Bronwyn. Sue says it was 75 degrees here today. Ooh, that sounds nice. Yes. Now, I was wondering if anybody's going to be buying that new Vogue wrap dress just for the sake of having it. I know that I am probably not tempted to, but I have a wrap dress that is almost exact. I have so many wrap dress patterns that I don't think I need another one. Bronwyn says no, she's going to pass on it. The thing that bugged me about it was when you read the description, because her wrap dress originally, the pattern was for knits. And the pattern doesn't really say, but I read somewhere in the comments that it's for both woven or knits, which is interesting how that's going to work. Sue says no, she's not buying any more patterns. I know, I don't want to either. Something that I got today, I bought some muslin because I am so weird with my fabric. It's always earmarked for something and I never want to use it for just a muslin. So I actually bought muslin fabric today. Edna says no, she's not going to get it either. It does look like a nice pattern though, but I think I already have I already have enough of them. So I got an interesting email today from a lovely lady. She wants some project dress a girl labels. So I have 100. I need to order some more, but I'm trying to get it out so, well, you already know what they look like. So I'm gonna get those off to her, and I'm gonna try and put them on my website somehow to sell them for whatever I paid for them, that kind of thing. So, oh, Bronwyn, you need some too. So last year, all the ones that I had left, I sent them to everyone, and I just divided them up and sent like a few to everybody. So I tried to send the amount that of labels of dresses that they sent, but I didn't have enough. So I do have some. So if anybody wants them before I get them put up on the website, let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how, if I can get them on there. I'm not sure if I can. I might have to ask permission. But I'd only be selling them for what I paid for them, so it wouldn't be a huge difference. It wouldn't be like I'd be making money off them. Sue says she uses bed sheets from the thrift shop for muslins, which, yes. Anyway, this was really cheap. I got it for a really good deal, so I thought I might as well get it, and then I have it for, because I could use it for pockets or muslins or sometimes lining, like in a bag or something. But yes, bed sheets is a good idea. I probably have small bed sheets I could use. Bronwyn says, oh, I need some of those too. Yes. Let me know how many you need, Bronwyn, and I will send them to you. And then I got to order some more. So, yes. I don't really like the idea of selling them, but I know Mari does, but she uses the money to put back into the project, which I could do too. Just, I think I would have to ask permission to do that or something. I don't know how that works. So that's something I have to look into, and I will let you know what happens if I put it on the website, which I would like to do. So I'm going to attempt to get up and show you my quilt, because I did the back and I tried to do an after quilt. And you can let me know if it looks terrible or not, because the border is on it, and the second quilt is actually, I just have to sew it together. It's all cut and ready, like the strips are all sewn together, and I got it all pinned together to sew the strips together. I don't know why I have to wave like that to tell you, but okay, you're gonna see how bad my walking is. But so, okay. All right. So here is, see if I have it upside down. So it has a gray border on it. And then this is the back. There. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, Christine is here. Hi, Christine. She says that's really beautiful. So the backing, I sort of just used all the scraps up in the back, and I don't know how great that looks. In my head, it looked good. Looks okay on camera, I guess. Chloe Louise, hi. Hi, Chloe. She says, love the color choice and placement on the front. Bronwyn says, I really like the quilt. Sue says, wow, the back is really interesting. You're walking good. I feel like I'm limping worse today because my leg is really sore. Christine says, I didn't realize gray and yellow look so good together. And Sue says, I love it. It looks great. Well, that gray is kind of a greenish gray, and there's a lot of gray in the yellow fabrics, and they all they do go together. And the yellow's really bright. The second quilt, I am using a different fabric for the border, but I'm making it a little smaller. And anyway, I get it all cut out and it's all sewn together. It's just waiting for me to sew the strips together because you have to pin each intersection on the strips to make sure they line up good. Otherwise, it doesn't work out very well. And since I already did video on that quilt, I'm pretty sure you're already sick of listening to it. So I'm looking forward. I just got my bat today. For those of you who didn't hear, it's right here in this big plastic bag and ready to go. So I'll be able to finish my quilt box with for Izzy that I showed you last week that are still sitting here waiting for the bat. So it just came today. So very exciting. I'll be able to get that all ready to go. And I started to cut out that bag that I got last week, the pattern. What's it called? The Richard Uo Creations, I think it's called. Like a crossbody sort of bag that I'm not sure I'm gonna like. So, Bronwyn, have you been making? You were making dresses last week, and Edna said she was going to start making dresses. And Chloe, we got cut off last week. What are you working on? And Sue was making leggings for her granddaughter. And Christine is working on her second quilt, doing the binding, I think. Which she never sent me a picture of. Christine, you gotta send me a picture. So you'll have to let me know what you guys are working on. So that's what I've been doing. So I was quite pleased I got all that done. She said, wow, you have a good memory. Not really. If I walked through a door, I would forget. Bronwyn says she is working on scrub tops for work and probably some more dresses after. Oh, yes. Do for yourself first before you do for others. Good idea. Bronwyn likes doing palette cleansers. She does project and then sometimes she makes a dress a girl dress, which is a good idea. Chloe says, I'm getting a new used sewing machine from a lady in her square dance who is also in a quilting group. So she's really excited. Oh, I'm excited for you. Do you know what kind of machine? Have you seen the machine yet? What kind of machine is it? It's good. Oh, it's always nice to get a new machine. Oh, yes, Sue said she's been making pillow covers, which she just told me. See, I forgot that. Sew together bags. Is that like a pattern, Sue? Am I oh. Chloe says she hasn't seen the machine yet, but a Viking quilt designer. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Is Viking Husqvarna? Why do I think that? That sounds like a really nice machine, Chloe. I'm excited for you. Good for you. Bronwyn says yes, it is. Sue, you got me stumped. Bronwyn says yes, it is, but I'm not sure. I always have to Google everything. Oh, okay. Yeah. I can't remember the names of everything. Those are nice. I've been interested in making those too. It's the one with all the pockets. Okay, Sue says the one that has 3 zipper pockets inside and one on the outside. The pattern is by So Demented. Is it an easy one, Sue? Yes, that looks like a very handy storage. See if I get a good picture in case somebody else doesn't know what it is. Images, Google. Da, da, da. It's not going to give me a good picture. There. I tried to blow it up. Sort of like that. Sue says no, it's not easy at first, but it does get easier the more you make it. Yes, it looks like you get lots of practice doing those pockets. It would probably be tricky getting them lined up in the on the sides, but maybe not. That's a good one though. Edna says she didn't get started yet, was trying to do some shoveling and sort of played herself out. So that's what happens to me when we get so much snow. Hoping to get started this week. Yes, the snow is melting. Sort of. It's still falling off my roof. Sue said, yes, that's it. The picture I showed you is the bag that she's making. Oh, and there's a video tutorial that goes with the pattern. I assume through So Demented, as she said. Yes. Well, you guys have all been very busy, that is for sure. Um, Christine says she has a retro vintage Viking sewing machine. It's gray with lots of chrome and very heavy, but it's built to last a lifetime and looks like a piece of art. She loves it. It sounds gorgeous. Yes, I'm excited for you, Chloe. I hope you love that machine and it's what you want. Sue says several people have made tutorials on that bag. Yes. I've seen it on YouTube. I don't know if it's actual tutorials on how to make it, but I know I've seen it around. And it looks like a really good one, for sure. Very handy. Chloe says thank you. It's hard to sew some things without a machine. I guess it would be. You definitely makes life easier, that is for sure. And Sue says Viking is an excellent machine. They are workhorses. It sounds like a really good one. And if the woman who had it was a quilter, she would know her machines. That is for sure. Sounds like a good one. You'll have to take it for a test spin and tell us about it next week if it worked out. For sure. So that's all I've been doing this week. And you guys have been very busy by the sounds of things. I had to cut more things to make I ran out of fabric pieces. And I did make some more. I'm trying to do, oh, I'm holding them up wrong. Yellows and whites. They're mostly yellow. I made a yellow quilt and then I made a second one. Seems like there's a theme. It wasn't planned. Uh, so while I am kind of disabled, I'm going to try and make at least one or two more like that size, like lap size quilt. Oh, Chloe says they put on a big quilt show here in Seattle. Oh, that'd be nice. I I don't know if they have anything like that around here. I never hear tell of it until it's over. Christine says, "Is yellow your favorite color?" Actually, I don't know. It must make me happy. I must have the need to feel happy lately or something. I actually had that fabric of the chevron for the chevron quilt there. Had that for a long time. I don't even want to say how many years I've had it. I thought it was time to do it. I think blue, like royal blue, is like my favorite color. I always seem to be drawn to that. Chloe says, what is the name of the double website? She has been trying to find it. I am sorry, Chloe, but I don't know what you mean. The name of the double being. of the Double V website. Do you mean for the quilt? The chevron quilt? The one I just showed you? Oh. It is linked in the description of my video that I put out this week. It's called Laura's So Very Easy. And it's called, if you look under her channel, it's Chic Chevron. I'll type it in the comments for you, Chloe, so you can see it. Oh, I'm typing and it's not going anywhere. There, if you look under YouTube, Chloe, you will find it no problem. Because it's on YouTube. And Laura is excellent at explaining how to do things, so she is an expert. That's why I didn't do a tutorial, because she makes it easy. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to find it now, Chloe. I put it right in the comments, so you can find it easy, but it is in the description of the chevron quilt video that I posted on Tuesday, if you didn't get a chance to see it. There. And it is very, very easy to make. I have heard of the Midnight Quilter. Oh, Chloe got it. Good. Good. Is she making something, Sue, that you want us to know about? I do watch her channel sometimes. She's excellent at making speedy quilts. Well, actually, this quilt is fairly easy to make. Well, especially if you don't make a giant one, but you can make it whatever size you want. And in the video description, I say exactly what size my quilt is and how many pieces I cut. If you want to make the same size, or you can go from that and go up, like to make, it'll give you a starting point anyway. And yeah. Christine, you made I'm going to say this wrong. I know the I is, or the K, Sashiko, Sash, I used to know how to say it, and now I can't say it. I think the I is silent. Sashiko pincushion this week. That sounds really nice. Yes, it is. I actually have a book on that, and I was tried it on some jeans, and I kind of liked it, but then I haven't used it on anything else. Sue says, The midnight quilter, she can make a quilt in a night. I actually met a woman at my stitch social. She used to work, excuse me, in a quilt shop in on the prairies, and she moved here. Anyway, she make can make a quilt in a day, and she makes them all the time, just one right after another. I guess I can't sit that long and sew. I guess I have to take a break. Of course, I sew all day if I was at work. Um, and Sue has been practicing Sasiko. Sasiko. I think that's how you say it. I think the I is silent. I can't remember. Mending. Sue says she doesn't know how that is possible. They must not take breaks. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. If you're sewing to enjoy it, you shouldn't put a time limit on it. Like, I've been just doing that to try and break up my monotony. I I don't need it. I'm hoping I might be able to sell it at a sale or something. But I am looking forward to getting it finished to see what it looks like when it's all done. And Sue says she doesn't know how that is possible. I think I just said that. Yeah, I don't know either. There's a lot of people on YouTube. I don't know how they get so much done, and I wouldn't say I'm a slow sewer. I take my time and try and get it right the first time. And lots of times I don't. You guys see me make mistakes. But yeah, it's not a race. Christine says her hubby gave her a kit for Christmas. She loves all things Japanese. Yes, it is beautiful when it's done. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know. I see stuff come up on Instagram and on YouTube, and it's just like, wow. Sue says she has to get up and move around, otherwise she'd be frozen in place stiff. Yeah. Well, that quilt behind me. Oh, moving the wrong way. It's laying on the chair. The one that I just showed you is it took me the whole month of January to make that little tiny quilt, but I was only sewing at 20-minute, half an hour intervals occasionally. And then the second one, I got the rest of the pieces cut out and all figured out. And it's basically pretty close to being finished. So that'd be a week of me. And there's 2 days this week I didn't sew. I don't know. It is a quicker quilt to make, but I don't know. Depends what you call quick. An evening, well, I don't know. I suppose you could, but you'd have to be working pretty hard at it. Chloe says I cannot sew casually. I have to overthink everything I sew. Well, I think we all do that to a certain degree. I get when I want to make something that I never made before and is new, it takes me a long time to start it sometimes because I try and well, I guess I overthink it. Edna says she is a slow sewer, so it takes her a while to get anything done. Well, it's all right. If you're having fun when you sew, I find if I put something off and once I get started, I think, oh, why did I put this off? It's not as bad as I thought. Sue says I'm a pretty fast sewer, but I can't sew when I'm tired. I make mistakes. Yes, I think we all would do that when you get tired, for sure. I don't know. I don't think I'm slow, but you're only as fast as your machine can take you. I do have an industrial machine, but if I sew too fast on it, the thread breaks. So I still can't go like crazy fast. Like because the machine is really old. So, and it's probably not at its best, like when it was new. Yes, I make mistakes when I am tired as well. Like on that quilt there, I had all the pieces laid out in order, and I'd be sewing along. Next thing I knew, I was sewing them all on wrong. Sue says her Juki is pretty fast, but I don't run at top speed. Yeah. I've used industrial machines at work and they go really fast, but they can only go as fast as the operator can work them. So it's both sides. You're either as fast as your machine or the machine is too fast. So, yeah. Because I know when I was working on flat locks at work, they go pretty fast. And if you get moved to a different machine, it runs at a different speed because they're all different ages, the machines. And some of them go faster than others. And yeah, machine's only going to go as fast as the operator that can run it. So, so yeah, and that's one thing about YouTube that I don't like because you can start the comparison game like, oh, look, that person made a quilt in a day and they got it all quilted and they got this done, that done. And you can't play the comparison game because it just, why? They could have did work on it for 3 months and made it look like they got it done in a day. I don't know. But maybe people actually do. Lucy, hi, how are you? What are you working on? That's what we're kind of talking about. Sue says, I don't believe stuff like that. I take everything with a grain of salt. I don't know. If you're making something and you want to do a good job and you're making your thing, you should do it at your own pace and not somebody else's. Lucy says she's good. Yeah, I find some people, they just pump stuff out, but then there's also some people who are making the same thing over and over again. So, I don't know. Um, Chloe says once she broke her old machine, I realized it's not about speed, as in putting in a fly zipper on pants. You only need the machine for certain parts. Very true. Exactly. Lucy says she's not working on anything right now, which is fine. And it says procrastination is a lot of her problem. When I want to make something new, then when I get it done, I think, why did I wait so long to make it? Yes, I was just saying that as well. Sometimes, like, if I wanted to make like a something I haven't made in a very long time, like a dress, it would take me forever and I would overthink it, which somebody else said on here. Like, so that's why I did get some muslin in my little baby fabric order I got today. So I have no more excuses. And Sue says, the more you make a thing, the faster you get at it. Yes, that is true. Yeah, and see, unless you're selling stuff, you don't real unless you have 20 people in your family you're making something for all the time. You you don't need to be fast. What are you going to be fast for? You're supposed to be enjoying yourself and taking your time and making the thing that you really like and taking your time. Like it's your hobby, you're supposed to do it at your own speed. But yeah, get out of your head. Yeah, sometimes that's the hard part. Lucy says I have to get back into doing some sewing soon. I think sometimes it's good to have like a little tiny project, like something you know you can make in a short period of time, and it kind of gets you inspired to do something else, like to make the thing you're avoiding that you think is hard, but might not be as hard as you think once you get going, if you know what I mean. Sue says my speed used to be wide open, now it's not so much. Yeah. Well, if you're selling for other people or if you're making stuff for a sale, then yes, you need to have some speed. And I have done all those things. I've done piecework. I've done worked in, well, I do work in a sewing factory. And yeah, you need speed for that. But if you're just making stuff for yourself, you don't need to be fast. Christine says she's been looking at a lot of her fabric and not loving the bright colors. And I'm thinking I'm going to over dye a bunch of it in navy and black dye. Anyone try this? Did I do that? I'm trying to think. I actually was thinking about doing that. I know Michelin from Miss You Makes, she does it all the time. If she doesn't like something, she just dyes it a different color. Um, I think as long as it's darker, it just might not turn out black black. It might be a like a different color black if it's as possible. Sue says I use little bags and wallets, any little thing just to get me out of my head. Yeah. You should just have something that you like to make. I've been wanting to make another one of these little pencil cases. Because this one, I just tried it to see if it would work. And you can see, well, maybe it's this side. They're not matched up very well. And in the top, I didn't follow pattern or anything. I did that on the inside. So I want to make some of those because I like this size for pencils and stuff. It's not really for anything, just for me. It says all my markers in it. Uh, but yeah, this doesn't take super long time to make once you get all your squares sewn together, or strips, I should say. Sue says She has slowed down a lot since she quit doing alterations. Well, when you sew for other people, you're on another schedule. And Lucy says she does need motivation. Yeah, sometimes that's hard. Like if you don't know what you want to make, but start with something small, like Sue said, like a fun little bag. There's like all kinds of free ones on YouTube all the time for like little cute change purses and stuff. Something easy and fun. Um, Chloe said it came out very well. Oh, this little pencil case. Yeah. Well, the zipper doesn't match, but I like the blocks on the inside. So I would like to make another one because I was using. Oh, got so much stuff on this one. This was the original size one. Can't see. And this is too big to put my tools in for work, like my glasses and a notebook and a pen and your scissors, which I think is all in here. Yeah. My scissors, my seam ripper, my snips. What else in here? Oh, tweezers, my glasses, case. But yeah, I like this size better, and I think this would be a better size. It was an experiment, and I liked it, and then I never made another one, so I probably forget how to make it now, so I'll have to, it won't be the same. Do you ever do that? What do you call it, a prototype, and then by the time you get around to making it again, you can't remember how you did it. That'll be me. Sue says all the time. Yeah. So yeah, I would like to make. I've been wanting to make that for a while. I don't even know what color I'll make. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I use it to keep all my markers in and pens and stuff. So I need another one for me to take to work when I go back to work, which is not for a while. So I have time. Figure it out. Oh dear. So where do some of you, so we can help Lucy get her motivated, where do some of you get your motivation for your next project you're going to make, should I say? Sue says, Christine, I would love to see a picture of your machine. It sounds beautiful. I think we all would. I think Chloe would like to see it as well. For sure. All ganging up on Christine to send pictures. Maybe she'll be able to put it on Instagram. That would be nice. No pressure, Christine. But yeah, motivation is hard. But surrounding yourself with like-minded people is one step to getting motivated if you want to start a new project. And like socializing with like-minded individuals. That is helpful. Sue says she uses Pinterest, Facebook. Little girls that I see randomly. Chloe says YouTube recently made a peasant top from a t-shirt and it came out okay. Well, that sounds really good. There was a free pattern, I think, somewhere. Now I can't remember where it was. Oh, for their dresses. She uses little girls' dresses. Yeah. Christine says she'll send one to Sherry. Sure. Oh, the picture. Yeah. Yeah, I always, if I'm, what have I been doing lately? I've been on Pinterest quite a bit because they're that wardrobe video that I wanted to make, doing research and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, I search out things that I like the look of and I save the picture. So on my Pinterest board, bags I would like to make or etc., etc. Like anything I see, I think, oh, I'd like to try that. It could be a placemat. And I just save it in my Pinterest. And then when I want to make something, I look through my thousands of pictures that I have on Pinterest. It's cheaper than buying patterns. Oh dear. And that might help motivate you, Lucy. Yeah, and it's also a big time gobbler. You can spend a lot of time on Pinterest. You can go down the rabbit hole. Um, yes. Sue says she sees dresses and tries to recreate them for her granddaughters, for her littles. And Lucy says she does like Pinterest. You can get a lot of ideas. But that's what I do. I make boards up and just say things that I would like to try and make. And Sue says, no doubt. Lucy says, yes, you can. Edna, I like Pinterest as well. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about Pinterest is I need to turn it off or something. It sends me emails constantly. I don't like that. Like just constantly wants you to be on there all the time, I guess. Just way too much. So that's what I do for to be inspired. That's not very motivating though, but if you get inspired by something, I know there's something that I want to try is I'm trying to remember the name. Yeah, Sue says turn off your notifications. I know I gotta go in and turn it off because that drives me insane. Just like get 5 emails from Pinterest in a day. They add up and then you're just delete, 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 delete. What was I gonna say? Oh, I recently seen something on Instagram. It was someone making a shirt and it gave me an idea for a tote bag. And I don't know, you get ideas from strange places. Yeah, it was a shirt. And somebody else gave me, I think it was Mari, who said that trying to combine patterns. So it gave me an idea for a bag I would like to try. So, which you guys will probably see in the near future, maybe, if I get it done. I haven't started yet, but it's whirling in my brain. Sometimes it's good to just draw a picture. And yes, I'm going to turn off my notifications for Pinterest. Well, I am really happy for all of you that decided to join tonight. I hope that some of that was entertaining for you and that you enjoyed the little sewing chat. I know I love talking with all of you and hearing what you're making, and get to check in every week and see what's happening. It certainly makes my very boring life right now a little more exciting to have a little chat with you all. I do like that. And I hope you all have a very fun sewing weekend. So don't forget to like this, it helps. And if you did, and I hope to talk to a lot of you again very soon. Have a great weekend. Night, everybody.